Hey everybody, Invisiblekatana here doing my Black Friday haul for 2016. Most of the stuff that I'm actually going to be showing off is not from Black Friday sales. I just happened to get it around Black Friday because there was a resale shop really close to my girlfriend's house, and that guy was going out of business. He had things for like 90% off, so I bought like almost $200 worth of stuff for maybe like 80 or 90 bucks. Bunch of crazy stuff that I thought either looked cool or that I just really wanted. So because of the time frame, I was like, well, it kind of just works out perfectly. So most of the stuff you're going to see is actually has nothing to do with like special Black Friday sales. It just happened to be he was leaving over, during Thanksgiving weekend and stuff. So that's what I'm going to start off with. I apologize for the echo. I never film in here. It was just the space that I needed to actually show everything off, like sitting on the table. I have a couple of special items I'm going to say for the very end, most of which are actually the Black Friday things that I purchased. So I'm going to kind of shoot through this stuff because this is actually my second time doing it. I'm really OCD. Whenever I do like a long video like this, if my camera cuts off, I just start all over. Even if it hits the limit, which is like a 23-minute limit, I did like the whole 23 minutes and it cut off. And I was like, well, I'll just do it all over again. So that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to streamline the process, try to make it faster. There's just a bunch of crap to go through, so that's why it takes so long. But to start off, I'm actually going to go with resale shop, so that's why it's in the shoebox. But I got a camera from the resale shop, and it's a Canon CE4. I just thought it looked like a really good camera, and with everything being 90% off, that's kind of why I bought it. I was like, it's a good looking camera. It is film. It's like super old school, or I shouldn't say super old school. It's just an older camera. But it came with like a 200-meter lens. I got a regular lens with it as well in case I don't want to just be like, Magnum PI, just spying on everybody all the time. I got a regular lens as well. But I thought it was in good condition, and now I just have to find a place that still does film on the regular, which I'm sure I can still find. I'm sure there's shops around. But bought a camera, thought it looked cool. I now officially own like, let's see, I have like I have an actual really old camera, and then I have like an old Kodak camera. So now I'm like, I think I'm the guy that collects cameras now, so that's a weird step in life. But I got that. That was a pre-Black Friday thing. That was like on, maybe on Wednesday. I think that Wednesday was when it hit. It was like 90%. I was like, time for me to turn in here because it was like 70 to 80 before that, and then it hit 90, and I was like, all right, everything's gonna be gone if I don't stop in here right now. So that was then jumping to the actual Black Friday weekend. Are actually the games. So I bought a bunch of Atari games. Well, I bought 4. It's not a bunch. But I bought Pitfall, I bought Moon Patrol, I have Joust, and I bought Defender. And the games were all on sale. I'm pretty sure these were like the normal price, or like I think the collectible games, which are much older, were like 40% off and stuff. And then more modern games like 360, PS3, up to current stuff, it was all 360 and PS3, so no PS4 games. But all of those were $3. I didn't end up getting any like PS3 or 360 games because either I own the games or they just didn't interest me. And my plan was to try to get some stuff to resell it. Of course, it's like he's selling it for way cheaper, so I can get in and make a couple extra bucks. But excuse me, the games were either not worth reselling, of course not to GameStop or any game place, because it was like, oh, you can get a quarter or like 36-cent credit, and I was like, thanks. So I didn't bother doing that. And then the whole eBay thing, I was like, it's not really worth it considering what's missing and stuff like that. So I didn't end up doing that. But I did buy these 2 games, both of which I already own. But I bought the Resident Evil Director's Cut. This has both discs as well as the actual manual to it. The case is actually in better condition than my case because my CD, my little CD holder part, or whatever you'd actually call this if it has a real name, mine is broken, so the CD will fall out unless it's laying flat like this. So I bought that, and I'm definitely gonna try to resell that on eBay because I already have the case and everything, even with the manual. I'm pretty sure I still have it. And then I bought Resident Evil 2. This was actually more of a personal thing. It was so that I can switch, because I actually still have, like I said, I have this game on my original PlayStation CDs, and I kind of just want to take those and put them in this, just to be like, hey, here are my original CDs, but I still have a case for it. And I don't know, I might still sell the games. I guess I'd have to because I have really no use for them, but they might be sold without the case. It cost me $26 total for both of these, so I'll figure something out with that. But I was like, I want it for mine. I should have bought the other one because he had 2 Resident Evil 2s, but I guess someone stole the games out of the other one because it was just the Resident Evil 2 case. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But I wasn't thinking, like, if I switch the CDs out for my own, then I can't sell this other CDs with the case. So I wasn't thinking in that moment. But I bought Resident Evil. I love Resident Evil's favorite franchise. So got those during the Black Friday thing. Kind of jumping back pre-Black Friday, I bought not this. I actually got this for free. It's a Red controller. It's called The Boy. I never even heard of that before until I got my console, which was another PlayStation 2. So I bought myself a PS2 Slim. Never had one. Didn't even know they had different like power sources. It's the little yellow thing. I never knew that before in my life. I've seen one in person. I remember being in school, like 7th grade. I remember seeing that. That was like the only time I've ever actually seen somebody with a PlayStation 2 Slim. My cousins have the original. I have the original. So because mine is so old, I got it like the year it came out. My PS2 is on, it's running on fumes, and like it turns on, it just kind of doesn't read any CDs anymore. It picks and chooses, and I'd have to like open it up and clean it and stuff. So I was like, you know what? In case that's too much for me, or I just never end up having the time, I'll just get a new PS2, which not as much to go through, obviously. So keeps it simple. Plus, with it opening from the top, it's also a bit easier to clean like the actual really important stuff. So that's really good too. And that's mostly so I can play my PS2 games that I still own, and kind of go back to them for like the couple that I actually have, because I ended up buying a game called The Bouncer, which some of you guys may have played, and I wanted to play it on PS2 because I love that game, but I never owned it, and it was like, oh, I can't freaking play this game. So hopefully I'll be able to do it with this. He told me it worked, but he could have been lying straight to my face. I have no freaking clue. Haven't tested it out yet. I'll probably test it on these so I know I can actually sell them, and if not, I just got 2 collectible cases, which admittedly, because it's Resident Evil, that doesn't bother me too much, because I just love Resident Evil. So those were all my special items and stuff like that from the resale shop, or most of them. I still have one of them is like one of the special things I wanted to show off because it's really weird. These were the 2 games that I bought. The only 2 games I bought were Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider 20th Anniversary Collection, and the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD with the amiibo figure. So I love both of these. I saw them. I actually went to Walmart for my friend. He wanted to get the BioShock collection and Tomb Raider. He had to work, so I was like, alright, if they're still up there when I go, which I'm glad I did, because I was going through so much stuff, I was like, I'm probably not even going to go. There were like no games this year that I really needed to get, and then I was like, alright, I'm going to go up there, because I had to go to work or clock out, and I was like, I'll just go and see what's still up there. Basically, no one even knew where the games were, apparently, and just for future reference, if you want to go Black Friday shopping at Walmart, they're always in produce. All the time, no matter what the Walmart is. At least my experience, I've gone to a couple of different Walmarts, they're always in produce all the time now. That's just how they set it up. Just go to where the meat is, that's where the games are. So there was like nobody over there. There were still a ton of games left. I was like, oh, alright, well I'll just pick these up for him. Didn't even see this online, because I was looking, I did not see this, or I would have gone up there early. But this was only 25 bucks, and mostly I got it because of the amiibo. I was like, I want the amiibo. This is one of the few amiibos. It's like, honestly, I only want 2. It's this one. I bought the Splatoon amiibos because I really love Splatoon, and I want to get the Bayonetta amiibo when that eventually comes out. Those are like the only amiibos that I actually think look cool, and I don't really care about the other characters and stuff. Love Bayonetta. This one I think looks amazing, and I love Splatoon, so I was like, those are the only amiibos I'm going to get, and I don't know if they continue that on with the Switch, then maybe I'll, if they make new amiibos and stuff like that. I also have 2 special edition Mario amiibos for like the 30th anniversary, I believe, where he's like actually in 8-bit form. Bought those last year, which were supposed to be resold on eBay, but I never ended up doing that. They didn't sell when I first put them up, and then I just never did it again. I got lazy with it, and I'm like, they're just there now. So I still don't even, I never opened them because I'm like, I still might sell them, but I really don't know. But I got these, and I loved it. This was, like I said, was only 25 bucks, and I saw it and I was like, I gotta get it because of the amiibo. Never actually beat a Legend of Zelda game. I own the original. I have the Go cartridge and everything. Played it. Never really beat it. Didn't play it that long. And that was it. I never really played any of the Legend of Zelda games. I mostly I like appreciate the franchise and love the music more than really the characters. Like the most I love of Link is from Smash Brothers. You know, it's that sort of thing for me. So this might be my first actual full game if I decide not to stick to my OCD, because that's why I never bought it before, because I was like, well, I never beat the original or any of the other ones, and it's like there are multiple timelines and all that crap. It doesn't even make a difference at this point. Like, so I'll probably just jump in and play it just to enjoy it. But got that. Got this. Never even played the first game. So there's that. Honestly, I bought this. This was both of these. Honestly, were kind of like collector purchases, because it's like I love the amiibo. I want to have it. I even want to keep this whole box. I don't want to get rid of this box either. So I bought that for that. And this I actually bought. I think I bought on Black Friday. So I went Thursday night, and I got my buddy the games. I got him the BioShock collection. I got him this. So I got back home, and I'm like, all right. I'm looking at it. I'm like, oh crap. There's like some special edition collectible book in here or something. And I'm like, I think I need to go back up and buy it tomorrow. And that's what I did, because that's how much of a nerd I am. I went back up, and I freaking bought it just to have the special physical version of the game. Like, I never played the first one. I still don't own it. I have to buy it off of Steam, which I probably still won't even do until next year, because I don't need it right now. I'll just get this, Game of the Year edition with all the DLC for the original for like $7 or something, and then eventually, way after it's too late, I'll start playing this one. But I bought it mostly because of the special thing. It has the fancy sleeve on it, which I didn't even realize until, like I said, this is my second time doing it. I didn't realize that until the first time I did the video, because I was only looking at it from the top, and I was like, there's a book in there. I want to get it for collector nerd reasons. And then when I finally took the plastic off today, I was like, oh, this is just a slipcover. This doesn't open up. This opens up, because it's like, this itself looks like a book. And for those of you who may have actually played the game, it even has, if it'll zoom in on it, it's so thin it'll be hard for it to do it. If I can get it to work right. Okay. So it even has like the little survival symbols. I'm not sure how well that'll show up even with the weird lighting setting I got on, because it's autofocus. It's so dark. But I thought it was awesome. And then it has some great, it does have like a little bit of book stuff in here, because it's less useless crap. But it's got like pictures in here and exclusive stuff. This is a phenomenal picture. This has every version of Lara Croft, period. And it's called 1996 to 2013 by Jerome Callier. Hopefully that's how you pronounce his name. His alias is James C. So I love this picture, and all I can hope is that I can find this picture online, because I would love to have that as a background wallpaper for my laptop. So that would be really cool. And it's got a bunch of other pictures in here, different versions of Lara throughout the years. It's got the original one right here, and then this is the newer version on this side and stuff like that. So I'm glad I got it. Plus it has all the DLC for the game, plus brand new modes. It's got they made a co-op mode, which is insane. You never hear that type of stuff. If anything, people take out co-op, but they made a new co-op mode, which is nuts. There are new missions which you can also play in VR. So they added a ton of stuff. It's crazy that they added so much to this game, and it just freaking looks good. That's just a nice blue reflective cover. Blue is my favorite color too, so that's another little bonus for that. But love both of these, and I guess I got to put in the useless manual stuff. Like every super nerd, I do miss old school manuals where you get to look at pictures and stuff. That was one of the best parts about manuals, is I didn't get to play the game yet, so I'm just gonna look at these black and white pictures for the next half hour until I get home, so I can play the game while I'm riding in the car. But just a little manual thing for don't get epilepsy, blah blah blah. The first season of the new Hitman game, stuff like that. So that's really it for that. But thought it was cool. Eventually, I will get to playing both these games. But full on nerd mode. That was full on nerd collector mode for both of these. So that's how I ended up getting those as actual Black Friday purchases. And let me move these over actually, because I'm getting to one of my scary items. Jumping back to I'm pretty sure this was before when I got the camera. I got it pre-Black Friday. I bought a cop light, and this still works. Once again, the guy told me it works. He could have been lying to my face. But instead of $60, it cost me $6. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. I I've never seen one in person. You know, you always see them on TV, and typically real hard to come by. I would assume, just like most things that are specific to cops and firefighters, kind of hard to come by this type of stuff. So when I saw it, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna buy that. So I bought this for $6. 90% off is just a beautiful thing to hear sometimes, and I got it for $6. So I'm gonna use this at some point in the future on the channel. Um, who know? I highly doubt it actually makes a noise. I'm pretty sure it just lights up, and they, you know, like in movies, I'm pretty sure they add that in post, the actual siren sound. I believe it's just the light. So I could be wrong. I have no idea because I've never actually seen one in person, only in the movies. So I don't know. I'm gonna find out eventually when I end up putting this on top of the car. You know, a siren goes off as soon as I plug it in. So that'll be something to find out. But I love this. I was like, I saw it. I was like, kind of like the collector thing. When am I gonna come across this? You know, outside this, you know, legitimately searching for it, it just won't happen. So I had to buy it. You know, 90% off, of course. 90% off will get you to buy a lot of crazy stuff. So I had to buy it, and I love it. The reason I mentioned I was moving my games to the other side. The reason it's scary is because it's this super strong magnet. I get really scared to put it around my stuff because, for those of you who might not know, magnets will just suck the data off of anything. Like if it's digital. I'm pretty sure it works for CDs as well. Like typically, it has to actually have magnets in it, and you know, well, especially for the PS4, it's Blu-ray, so it's laser etched technically. But just in case, I'm like, I don't even want to risk it and have a magnet near my games, or like even put it too close to the camera because it'll just shut my camera off. Like I can't risk it, and I get real scared. I'm like, oh, I don't want to put it near my laptop for sure. I don't want to do that and just suck all the data straight off and erase everything. So I get a little worried. I'm like, this goes in the wooden cabinet. It's like Superman. It's like, this needs to go in the lead line cabinet. It's not lead. It's just wood. It's not going to kill me. But this has to go away and be on top of some wood, or maybe on top of something else metal that I know doesn't matter, so that it can't like absorb all the data and information off of my stuff. Like, yeah, I'm glad I don't have my phone on me because I put it on my kneecap a few seconds ago. So that's that, and I don't know when I'll get to that, but I had to buy it. I thought it was freaking sweet. It's like, I'm never going to come across that under just typical walking around, let me see what you got, you know, circumstances. So had to get that before it was gone. And then this last item that I have is like the really special item for me because I actually bought this today. So it's Monday, you know, as I'm filming, this is when it'll upload. But I was going through this the whole weekend, like, am I going to get this? Am I not going to get this? I don't really know. And it was on sale. It's not exactly what I wanted because I wanted a different type of thing, same area but different style. And I was like, well, that was just too expensive still, and it was just a really good deal. And so I actually caved, and after all this time, I finally got myself a GoPro camera. So this is the GoPro Hero Session. Initially it was called the GoPro Hero 4 Session, and I think they just changed it because it was, like, I did a bunch of research lately. So it was like the GoPro Hero 4 Silver came out, and then I believe this came out after that, and then that's when the Hero Black came out, was even after this. So this initially came out, it was the same price as the Hero 4 Silver, it's just smaller. So it came out at like $400 initially or something crazy like that, and it was basically the exact same price, but it wasn't as good. So it came out, and you know, if you watch reviews from like last year, everyone says like, don't buy this and stuff like that, because at that time it was the exact same price as a much better camera. So it's like, don't even bother with this. But I got it for $179 instead of the $400, and they dropped the price even since then. So the original price was $250 if you get it normally. So this is like one of the big specials. This is really the only special they were doing that GoPro even had. It was even on their website. This is the only special. It's like, hey, get the Hero Session bundle. So it was $179 plus tax. So it was still under $200, which is good. But it came with the camera. It also came with a 16 gigabyte SanDisk Extreme micro SD card, which is really nice because that's the exact type of SD card I'm using in my camera right now. So it's like, alright, I'm very familiar with how fast they read and write transfers. So I loved it. It also comes with the float, but it has me excited. You know, it still does some good stuff. It's a good starter. Cheaper than most of the other stuff. So this is like the final thing I got. That's it. I loved it, and I'm happy I got it. Now I get to go into like the next phase of doing my YouTube stuff. So I'm excited for that, and maybe just throw it on the dog and watch her go crazy. But that's what I got for Black Friday. A bunch of crazy stuff. Mostly not even during Black Friday or for the sales. But we'll love to know what you guys got that you loved. I don't even know where I put my remote. But we'll love to know what you guys got for Black Friday that you're excited about, what you may have missed out on or anything like that. So please comment below, let me know. And of course, thanks for watching.